about a month ago, I was walking down Calle Basilio Badillo here in Old Town Puerto Vallarta. And I'm not an artsy guy. I don't really know too much about art. And I passed by this place called Galleria Dante. I walked in and I was blown away. I never expected to see something so incredible in Puerto Vallarta. I'd expected in Chicago, New York, wherever, but this was so special that I had to come back and show you guys. First, let me introduce the owner. She blew me away by the stuff that I looked at that I had no idea existed back here. I walked in through the front door and I thought that's all it was, but no, there's a wonderland in here. And I love it so much, and I want you to tell everybody about this beautiful, it's not a museum, but I think it's just like a museum. I know it's an art gallery and you sell art, but it's set up so wonderfully. I can't believe this exists. I've been here for 10 years, here in Vallarta, and I had no idea. How did you do it? Tell me about this place.
Well, the place just keeps evolving. We started in 1988 from an Italian restaurant. We decorated the restaurant with art we love that we've been collecting for years from Italy and Greece. And when we got tired of the restaurant business in 95, we thought, you know what, people love the art we decorate with, we can do this. So it was still our house, and as we've grown, the business has evolved. The house has expanded basically into all these little rooms that are now art galleries.
Incredible.
And we have over 60 artists, mostly Mexican, but we do have one Cuban, some French Canadians, some Americans, some expats who live here, some as many as 40 years. And we're still evolving and growing. Probably 8 to 10 years ago, there was more art galleries, but it's growing. There's probably more art studios now. Artists are not necessarily in galleries and doing their own art studios, but there is galleries. We were the only gallery in Old Town for years. Now there's more and more galleries open on this side of town. This side of town has always been great. We've been on this side of town for 33 years. We love it, and we're passionate about this side of town, and I think it's catching on.
So your mother gives you credit for 90% of what we're seeing here. Tell me about it. She says you're the creative one. Where'd you come up with all this stuff?
Well, we've been working on this project for a while now. I think for me personally, it's been about 4 or 5 years. I've been in the art industry with my parents since I was probably 13. They put me into painting classes when I was about 8. So they always expected me to be very creative. Not an expectation, but it was something that, was fun for me to do at a young age. And I continued through that in high school and university, and I went to, study fine arts, and I did photography and digital media, and I've always had this kind of creative mind, and it's always been, very crafty, where I could put things together, and I liked, color coordination and stuff like that. But when it came to things that I could do together, I, always built things and constructed things and modified things. The original concept was always to focus on wine, primarily Mexican and Latin American wine. I studied wine in university as well. So there's very little, I guess. But yeah, the idea was to show people that there is good Mexican wine available in Mexico. You go to California, you try Californian wine. You go to France, you try French wine. You go to Mexico, why not try some Mexican wine? So that was part of the idea, was get some Mexican wine and do some international tapas style food, something small plate, something that people could enjoy, maybe multiple dishes of. These particular ones are a little bit larger, as you can see, but the flavors everything's jam-packed full of fantastic flavor, and it goes with just about any wine that we have on our wine list.
You don't charge dollars, you charge 100 pesos. I mean, for how much is it for 2 pizzas there?
For 2 pizzas,
Like
today, well, if we have a 2-for-1 special, the most expensive pizza, which would be the seafood pizza, is about 150 pesos.
150 pesos. What is that in dollars right now? What is that, like $10?
Something.
Everybody, thank you very much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed everything, all the eye candy you received today. And if you come to Vallarta, I'm telling you, don't miss out on Dante's. I'm not going to say Dante's Galleria, Dante's Vino, Dante's. Come visit Dante's. Thank you very much.
Thank you.